Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Sir Conquistador. Yep, that's my name. That is my screen name and my handle for Last War Survival. I am currently in 64 server 642, and this is my alliance Ready Player One. I'm currently the warlord for this. I was voted in. Very happy that they put me in there. It doesn't for me. It doesn't really do anything for me personally, but it is what it is. It's a position, so you just got to do what you got to do. All right. So as you guys can see, this is our alliance here. It's pretty big. We've got about 99 members in here, and we are currently fighting for third place in our server. So big props to RPO. We have. I say they and we because I'm still new to this game. I've only been doing this for maybe playing this game for like 4 or 5 months, but we came from like the seventh and eighth spots to go to number 3 to competing with some of the whales as they call it. So I'm really proud of this alliance, and RPO is just killing it. So as you can see, there's a dig coming up. All right, so one of the big things I want to talk about is your verses. So verses this week, as you guys can see, we're in the gold tier. We won last week. It was a great win for us. So we just kind of keep going. So each week is different. So this week, I do believe that we will be playing Good Camel Milk. So going here, this is a alliance from server 643. I wanted to highlight they're pretty good. They're pretty strong. They're about the same power as us with the same number of members. But there is one very different person. As you guys can see, there's a lot of big powers, and you got a 142, 210. But this guy right here, the warlord for this alliance, 311.2 million power. Now you can look at power however you want to. I'm giving this guy his props because that is just an enormous number for power. But his kills at 11.1, so this guy has pretty much mastered his game on this, however you want to look at it. But 311 is pretty much no one is stopping that guy. So props up to Good Camel Milk, and also for, I'm sorry if I say his name, Romiano. But that guy is just absolutely killing it. Nice guy. Spoke to him earlier this week, and just kind of picked his brain a little bit. Should always be willing to learn and get some new knowledge if you guys can. All right, so for preparation for Versus Days, right? So the biggest thing is Versus Day will start at Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Time. Since I'm on the East Coast, it's 9 p.m. for us, for me, and some of these guys. I know there's different people around different parts of the states and the world, but it's 9 p.m. So right at Versus Day at 9 p.m., we will be starting our verses. So what I like to do is there's two things. Versus Day 1 is radar. So when we do radar versus day 1, what I end up doing is I send my troops out to gather. As you guys can see, I've got troops out here gathering. I've got food and steel going. Reason being, it's a little harder to find gold mines that just haven't been tapped like this one. It's a level 9 gold mine, but it's already at 113 out of 259. So someone already gathered it a little bit and just kind of walked away. If I go to another one, same thing. This one has 60,000 left over. You can kind of change the levels. No level 10s nearby. So I'll generally just send them out where I can. I definitely need coins. Coins are the biggest thing that you're going to be running out of in this, and food. So, always send your guys gathering. But the reason why I send them gathering is if you go here and you were to click this, right? So this is a kind of a bad example, I guess. Let me start over here. This level 9, right? Even at where it's at, if I sent my troops there, it's about 2 hours, right? Let's go here. No, see, all of these are it's not helping. That's not too. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, that's better. There you go. All right, so right now it is 2:30 Eastern time, and versus starts at around 9:30 or 9 o'clock Eastern time. So if I were to send my troops here at around almost exactly 8 o'clock, they would be done gathering. But you don't want to do that. What you want to do is you want to make sure that they are gathering the entirety of the time so that you can get that amount of RSS to count towards your versus score. So like for me right now, I have mine gathering. It's about 4 or 5 hours, and that's not going to be long enough. Problem being too is when you start upgrading your troops, they gather faster and they gather more, and it just becomes kind of a headache sometimes. But these guys will be done around 8 o'clock, so probably around 3 hours. Another hour in, I'm going to find another one that's going to take about 5 or 6 hours. You want the gathering to continue past 9 o'clock because all of the gathering they did will count towards your VS score. So right now, I do believe that I get per every 100 bread, every 100 food, every 100 steel, and every 100 coin, it's around 40 points per. So I'm not going to sit here and do the math because it's probably going to be super boring. But you can get around 500,000 points just by sending out your 3 squads gathering for the duration of the time you're out. So that's kind of a big thing. Now the second part of it is radar. All right. So you get these radar tests. You click on this little radar here. I'm currently a level 12. So every time a radar refreshes every 6 hours, I get 12 new ones. So currently I've got an hour and 18 minutes before another 12 pop up. As you can see here, this is what my maximum radar tasking I can hold, which is 40, and currently I have 25. And that's not including what's in the front. What you have here always showing is going to be 10. As you can see, maximum tasks shown is 10 that you can complete all at once. So I have 10 tasks showing. When I hit level 13, it'll go to 11. But the max you can store is 40. Now for me, because of the research that you can do for the VS scores and stuff like that, which I'll show you guys in another video, it will up the points. So originally I think it started out at like 20,000, and I believe I'm almost at 30,000 per task. So the more VS points you get per tasking, the better it helps for you to hit those 9 chests. Because right now 9 chests is around 7.2 million, and you want those rewards, right? So those are the 2 big things that you want to do to start prepping for your versus days. Now, you say, well, 500,000, that's not too much. I can get that off of maybe off these trucks and here and there, but every point counts. Like, don't waste the opportunity to get those points, because that might be the difference of your team winning versus. And let's be honest, not everyone's going to want to spend money to get certain points and do certain things while they're playing the game. So if you can get it for free, you might as well do it. This game does nickel and dime you as it is right now. So go ahead and get all those points so that you can get those rewards, because the rewards are really, really great. All right. Other than that, there's, you just want to save up all your tasks, and everything is about strategy in this game. I know that people want you to, anytime you see something, you're like, oh, let me just close this out or finish this up, but you really don't want to do that too fast. So like here, these are the arms race. Every couple hours, there's a different arm race. So at 1300, or 1 o'clock, right? Unit progression, this is where we're at now. But then at 5 o'clock is tech research, which, you'll come here to your tech. So I have this tech research right now that's about to finish in 16 hours, right? It won't finish before the arms race, but if I could speed it up during that time and just kind of get that quickly finished out, I'll get these chests, and those chests are really going to help, because these chests give you a lot of resources. 20 leveled, 20 leveled, 20 leveled. You just want to pack them in, because at the end of the day, your resources are going to be the hardest thing you can get. All right. Other than that, this is the first video I'm making for pre-setup for VS. I recommend, if you can get your alliance and everyone else out there to get the resources you need, go ahead and do that. It's going to be your best bet. Don't worry about how your setup is for your base. As of right now, I don't see any research on what better base setup. So if you're seeing my base and like, why do you have it this way? I just did it because I wanted some open space. You see that? Like in Step Brothers, just more space for activities. It's just everything got clustered together, and I like this look, all the planes and stuff like that. So, no judgment there. But this is Circumquifador, server 642 RPO. If you have any questions, leave a comment, subscribe. We'll be posting more videos. I'll be posting another video on this specific VS Day 1, and each VS day I'll be posting on what you should do prior to that And then realistically, that strategy is just rinse and repeat day in and day out. It's a little boring, but you get the max amount of points, the maximum amount of awards, and that'll help your growth substantially. Because when I first started in this game, there wasn't a lot for me to go off of, and I didn't do a lot of research, and I lost a lot of points. I lost a lot of growth, and it slowed me down and actually set me back a little bit. So I've been playing catch up ever since. So hopefully you guys never have to do that again. Circo and Quifador, you have any questions? Let me know. All right, holla.